Well, it's been a bit since I did a non-VR video. Today I'm playing some Risk of Rain. For those of you who haven't seen the game, I'll give a quick rundown of the core gameplay. So the main thing in Risk of Rain is not dying, but it's a little COD Zombies-esque in the sense where the game can go on forever. Monsters are going to be constantly spawning in, you're going to be fighting those monsters off. Killing monsters gets you gold, and with gold you can buy different things. There's chests scattered throughout the maps. You will spend gold to open said chests. And there are different chests of varying prices, and the more expensive the chest, the better the item essentially. And every stage has a teleporter. Teleporter will take you to the next stage, but you have to charge up the teleporter. And when you start charging the teleporter, a boss spawns in. You gotta fight the boss. Defeating the boss also spawns in an item for you to take. I do have, 210 mods installed. A lot of mods, as you can see. I'm also only going to be playing on the Inferno difficulty. It's a modded difficulty, and it makes the game very difficult. Very, very difficult. If you haven't played the game before, these numbers don't mean that much. If you have, you can see the differences, what this difficulty adds. But without further ado, we'll start. I'm just going to play as Commando. It's kind of a basic character. Good to start off with. I have played this game a lot, so for me, Inferno is just a nice little challenge. Where are the enemies at? Oh, and already a blazing enemy. That's great. Okay. Take two. These guys are easy pickings. These guys, less so. That guy with the laser that was aiming at me, very, very much less so. I'm sure you guys can already see by now, but this is going to be a bit of a longer video. That's just kind of the way this game works. Come on. Come on. I can survive. Health. Yes! Whew. So yeah, this here is a shop. You can choose between one of 3 items. I'll be taking Propulsion Plate. Probably didn't mention that there were shops earlier, but oh well. So yeah, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, different items have different effects. You just want to build up, as many items as you can to make yourself as strong as you can. Pretty simple, pretty fun game. So that first item I got, Repulsion Plate, is such a good item to have early on. Reduces all incoming damage by 5, which I'm sure that number doesn't mean a whole lot to those of you that haven't played the game, but just know it's quite helpful. And that guy just jumped off a cliff. Fine with me. I know of little secret things. So you can climb up here, you can activate this thing, cause a blue orb to appear. After I complete the teleporter event, there will be a portal separate from the regular level exit that you can take. That will take me to a special location. Things are going pretty well this time. Should be able to make it past this world. Gotten some nice little items. This thing here is a chance shrine. Costs less at first than a regular chest, and there's a chance that it'll give you an item when you give it money. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, There we go. Very nice item. Didn't give me an item that time. Didn't give me an item that time. Ooh, and there's the equipment. So you can see, you know, it took a bit. Chance Shrine gives up to 2 items. Usually. And that orange item I got is an equipment item. The way that works is you can press Q to activate it at any point. They usually have some decently helpful effect. This one lets me turn invisible for 8 seconds and makes me go faster for those 8 seconds. Quite good for getting out of a bad situation, like being surrounded by enemies. This is a 3D printer. As you can see, it has the item life savings there. And, you know, that's an orange item. It's an equipment. These are common items, so they're gray. This is another common item here, so I can give it a common item, and it will essentially recycle it and print it into the item of that particular printer. That item isn't a very good one, though, so I'm not doing that. I'm sure you've seen I've bought a few drones already. Different drones have different effects. This dude is a healing drone. He will heal me. Quite helpful, quite helpful. Gunner drone, they shoot things. Bulwark drone is a modded one. To be honest, I don't know exactly how it works, but it's helpful. I know that. And it's boss time. Oh. Why, that's a few bosses. Uh oh. I'm starting to regret my choices. So if you guys remember earlier... Oh! If you guys remember earlier, there's something with a sort of claw mark above it. I activated it. It makes the boss more difficult, but gives you more rewards for beating the boss. I guess the difficulty it added was there's 3 bosses instead of 1, which I don't like. I need to play very careful if I want to survive this. Now, one slight problem is I need to charge the teleporter to leave, but I do not want to be in range of the teleporter when all these enemies are after me. Ooh, there's a lot of enemies. It's making my game lag. Yeah, usually this game does not lag for me, but when there's this many enemies, that does not surprise me that it's lagging. That's what mods will do to your game. How are they still hitting me? I'm supposed to be invisible. My main goal here is to take out one of the bosses, because the Beetle Queen here spawns in these big-armed beetle dudes to attack, and if I can defeat one of them... Well, if I would have defeated one of them, then they wouldn't be spawning in more beetles. But that didn't happen. Alright, now I'm playing the Huntress. This character is all about remaining quick on your feet. Ooh. This thing here, give it 50% of my health. It gives me a void item. Void items are essentially, they're referred to as like corrupt versions of regular items. Basically, they just change the effect of regular items. Whew. No item? Come on. That equipment is quite nice. It literally just lets you defeat one boss enemy for free and makes them drop an item that's specifically made for that type of boss. So like, if I used it on that Beetle Queen that I fought earlier, it would drop an item that lets me summon an ally Beetle Guard, similar to how the boss summons the Beetle Guards. If I get any like really good items, I'll explain what they do, but I'm going to be picking up a lot of items, so I'm not going to explain everything, but you can just pause the video and read what it says on the bottom of the screen when I pick it up, if you're curious. As you can see here, this enemy has a special logo above their head, and they're a different color. That is an elite enemy. Elite enemies have special effects on their attacks, and sometimes special abilities to go along with it. So that one that I was just fighting was a Glacial Elite. It shoots attacks that can slow you down, and when they die, they create basically an ice explosion. It will freeze you if you're in range of it, and it is quite scary. I mentioned before, it's kind of like zombies, it goes on forever, and also similar to zombies, it gets harder the longer it goes. As you can see in the top right, there's a counter displaying the current difficulty. At the moment, it's nothing too crazy, but it kind of gives you an example of how much the difficulty is going up. I should be able to use my special dodge to get through there. At least I thought I could. There we go. See, I wanted to get into here because one of these Newt altars can spawn in here. Oh, here's a spot. Ooh, I'm in the wall, but that's okay. I made it out. As you can see, I also have a lot more items than I got last map. Different maps have different item spawns, and this one is one of my favorite maps because of how many items can spawn in. And because of this equipment I have, this boss fight will be free. Like I said earlier, get a specialized item from that boss. Ooh! Now you can see on the left side next to my drones, I also have a beetle friend. Ooh, I get a second beetle friend. And the teleporter is charged up. Regularly you activate this to go to the next world, but I got that Newt altar so I can enter the blue portal. Boom. And the blue portal takes me to the Bazaar Between Time. It's a nice little pit stop location. One-stop shop. Got a pedestal of lunar items you can buy with lunar coins. You can see I have a lot of them in the top left here. In general, lunar items are a little bit of a mixed bag. They usually have some sort of positive effect followed by a negative effect. So, this item doubles your damage, but halves your health. Fun stuff like that. I'm not going to be taking that item, I just bought it as an example for you guys to see. I definitely do not want that item right now. You can also choose what world you want to go to next. It's really difficult to tell which is which here. I think I want to go here. Yeah, that's the desert. The other one was not a desert. It was very desert looking, but it was not. As you can also see, this is a part of a mod. Any money you have left after the previous world, you can spend on items here. I will be buying skateboard, legendary item, quite nice. It allows me to sprint in any direction, regularly, you cannot sprint backwards. Using skills grants a buff that provides a 20% movement speed boost. Quite nice. For up to 3 seconds, you can have 4 stacks of it. So, yeah, using skills is basically boom, boom, boom. Faster now. Faster now. Quite nice, quite nice. I think it even counts for your regular attack. Here, if I wanted to, I can throw 3 common items into this green pot to get this green item. Or I can throw 5 green items into this red pot to get this red item. Not doing it, but I could. Red items are legendaries, by the way. They're usually, in general, they're better than green items and gray items. And now we made it past the first world. Finished up in the bazaar, we're in the desert. The Swift skateboard that I got earlier is such a good item for this character. You can still run while doing your regular attack. So I can just keep on the move, stay away from enemies. It's very nice. Now, of course, like I said, I played this game a lot, so I know that there is a Newt altar up here. Allows me to go to the bazaar again. Different items will be there. I can choose the next world that I go to. Good stuff like that. This thing, Shrine of the Sky, will make the boss fight a lot more difficult. But if I manage to beat it, I'll get a legendary item, which is definitely worth it in my opinion. Well, I guess it's boss time. Oh boy. So here we have a very scary boss that I am definitely going to be keeping my distance from. Holy, this is a scary boss. And he has a lot of health. Maybe a challenge of the sky was not a smart idea, but I'm not a coward. I ain't gonna run away from a real fight. But yeah, I'm definitely not the kind of strength you would expect a player to be when fighting a boss like this, so I'm just keeping my distance, playing it safe. I really don't want to die because I got some good items. This could be a really good run. Ooh, random item lying around. I love when that happens. I'm gonna be here for a while. So I'm probably just gonna skip to me dying or me being the boss. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not saying much because I am trying very hard not to die. Ooh boy, ooh boy. It's all gonna be worth it for that legendary item though. If I do make it. If I don't make it, then it wasn't worth it at all, but oh well, if that happens. Ooh. Now he's doing an attack where he sucks enemies in and heals. It's very annoying. Come on, come on. It's almost one of them down. Okay, I got one. This is the most try-hard I've ever been in this game in a while. I'm definitely gonna cut a lot of this out and put a little number showing how long this fight took at the end. You know, honestly, whatever legendary item is, at this point, this definitely was not worth it. But, you know, I wasn't a chicken. I did the challenge of the sky. I did it. And what do I get from it? Let's see here. Permafrost. 6% chance to freeze and slow enemies. I mean, that's good. There are a lot of things I would have rather had. And if I knew ahead of time that's what I was going to get and how much time this was going to take, I definitely would not have done it. But you know, I wasn't a coward. I completed the challenge of the sky, and it's made me a stronger person. To the bazaar. Ooh, got some cool items here. Take this. This item is quite cool. When your health bar is greater than or equal to 100% full, most attacks will fire out a sword beam that deals 200% damage. I'm taking 2 of these. This item is also pretty good. Getting kills restores 10% to your max shield. And we're going to the snow world. Whatever happens this run, this is going to be last one I do here, because this has definitely been quite a bit of recording. I've recorded quite a bit of stuff here. Ooh, that sword effect is pretty cool. Now the way this character works is, the way this character's primary fire works is fires off a volley of 3, but if you get a crit, it fires off 6 arrows. Quite nice, quite nice. So, and the crit still does the additional crit damage. So in general, crits are just a lot better on this character than other characters. Gasoline. It's one of my favorite common items. Killing an enemy causes them to ignite other nearby enemies. So basically, I'm going to be doing a lot of burns when I'm taking out groups of enemies. I think I'm a bit underpowered now because of how much time I wasted on that previous stage. Ooh, infusion. Oh, these bison. My goodness. I'll take another teddy bear. Whew. You know what I actually need to do is get more items and quit fighting enemies. Whoa. Where's that chest there? Nice. Ooh. Gain invincibility for a short time upon reaching low health. That is quite helpful. Alright, boss time, boss time. Here we go, here we go. I'm fighting Clay Dune Striders, but they're not overloading, so maybe this will be easier. There are 3 of them, so I do need to watch out for even more projectiles. But I also don't need to worry about shield recharging. Ooh, I'm frozen, I'm frozen, I'm frozen! Ooh, saved by the timely execution. Getting frozen there was really bad, and I definitely would have died if not for the timely execution. I need to play more careful. My timely execution has 2 seconds left, and then I can't get, well, I got a safety net once again, now that it has recharged. Oop. And my safety net has activated once again, because I got frozen. Oh, those guys are what's freezing me. I need to get rid of those guys. They're a problem. They're a pest. They are quite annoying. So you know, those glacial elite enemies will create an icy explosion when they die. These enemies just do that as their main attack, not when they die. So that's who's been freezing me, and I am going to deal with them real quick. Whew, okay, okay. Where'd the bosses go? Why are they all the way over there? They're going after my gunner turret or something, or what? Why are they over here? Where even is my gunner turret? So almost down. What's up? What's up, Thor? What's up, buddy? Want to say hi to the viewers? Huh? I mean, now is the best time. At least let me finish the boss fight first, man. Okay, I defeated the boss. I can go to the gold world now. Where's that? And I got prototype jet boots. Yay. Yeah, here he is. He's my dog. His name is Thor. I've had him for a bit, but when I'm recording VR, I don't have him in the room, so I don't bump into him. He's a good boy, though. He's a good boy. Yeah, good boy. All right, I gotta finish recording though. It's also funny that he's named Thor, because out of all the dogs I know, he is both like the most scared of things out of any dog I've known, but also the biggest of any dog I've known. Ooh, that hurts. That laser hurts. I'm gonna have to rely on the timely execution if I want to survive fighting these guys. But anyways, here we are in the Golden Coast. Scary place. Lots of enemies, as you can see. Enemies getting healed up by another enemy. Oh. Anyways, that's Risk of Rain. Maybe next time we'll play it in VR. Maybe I'll do more like this. You know, let me know what you guys think of this video in the comments. You know, I really appreciate the input from you guys.